What's up, YouTube? So sorry about the video quality in the last video. No idea what happened there. It was crystal clear on my screen. I switched some of the settings around. Hopefully it's a little better this time. Right here we have a quick Buddyfight Duel that I'm going to post up here, obviously, because you're watching it. I check my first two cards there to see which one's the Buddy, which one's the Flag, because the system here is a little strange. I put them to the side. Right now I'm playing with the only deck I really have in Buddy Fight, my Danger World Survival of the Fittest deck. And I believe I'm fighting against a Dragon World deck. This guy here I'm fighting, aichiblader, he's, I guess, not a very bad duelist. I guess he's got pretty good stats. Like, he's obviously got to be pretty good. I mean, look right there. I mean, he doesn't even want to use his own deck because it would just be far too OP. So far, he's got pretty good manners, though. He wished me good luck, I wished him good luck, and everything's going pretty solid. Going back to the match, though, I've got a pretty good hand setup. I have my boulder-piercing spear chilling right there. I've got a level, or I guess you could say size, in this game, 3 right there that I can play. Overall, I'm really happy with my hand. I've got also a healing card there that I'm ready for, and oh, what's that? I totally call it right here. He tells me he's using this deck because his actual deck is on a 4-win streak and he doesn't want to use it. He also tells me I'm going first. Even though I can quite clearly see from the dice roll that I'm going first, I charge, draw, I draw into another Invigorating Breath, which is awesome. That means I'll be able to gain 7 life next turn when I actually play my weapon. I don't want to play it right now, I just play the Hound because I figure if he does have 1,000 Rapier, then he's going to just step over anything else, and I don't really have anything else anyway, but I really like Hound because it walls against 1,000 Rapier Dragon in Dragon World decks, and that's awesome. I play Systemic Dagger Dragon. Who uses Systemic Dagger Dragon? Apparently this guy, but I'm not a pro, so I don't know. What am I talking about? I don't have decks with 4-win streaks. Just kidding, I do. But anyway, he plays a card that destroys my Hound, and I'm like, ah, darn it. He's going to be able to get the direct attack, but I'm not too worried about that. He doesn't do it because that card also makes it so he can't attack. The Systemic Dagger Dragon is just being used as fodder, which makes a whole lot more sense. Go ahead and buddy call my Medusa here. Now that the hot chick is on the field, I am ready to start beating the crap out of some fools. So I play my Boulder Piercing Spear, and then I go into my double Invigorating Breath, because why would you not? I buddy called on top of gaining 7 life. I am now at 18 life because he couldn't attack me last turn because of his spell card. Everything is going fantastic. Go ahead and get that out of the way with Medusa because it has piercing. I deal the 2 piercing damage on top of the 2 from my weapon. So everything is going pretty great right now. I'm already ahead by, like, what is that? Like 10 life? Anyways, he goes for another play. Oh, nope. No, he doesn't. He's got a... That's right. He had to charge and draw first. He totally forgot to at the beginning of his turn, so he decided not to play anything until he had a chance to do it. I completely understand. Can't say I've never done that. Draws another card. I guess he decided that the new card he drew was a lot better, and it kind of was. A size 2, and it has Penetrate. Penetrate is pretty awesome, so I understand him playing that. Plays another Systemic Dagger Dragon, plays it to the side. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why you wouldn't just play it in the center and get yourself 1 extra little bit of cannon fodder there, but whatever. It's fine. It's probably because he has that shield in his hand, as most dragon players do. I draw into a pretty nice size 1. It's going to deal 3 damage. No, it's not, because he plays a shield like every Dragon World player ever. He's got like 18 shields in his hand at all times. But I do decide to get rid of some of his side. I figure he's only got 3 cards in his hand, and if any other of them are shields, then he's going to be at kind of a disadvantage here. And I've got enough life that I can tank a few attacks, so I went ahead and I'm trying to get rid of his resources as quickly as possible. Since I have such a huge advantage over him right now, I just want to make sure he stays defanged. He ends up attacking me for about 3 damage, and that's totally cool. I draw into a Cerberus. Thing is, I don't really need Cerberus right now, so I go ahead and charge that. Draw. I now have 5 in my gauge. Don't really know what I'm going to do with that, but I guess we'll see. I drew into another size 1. Not going to worry about that right now. I attack, and I attack into a Dragon Breath. I admit it, that was a pretty darn awesome move. He saves himself from the damage, and that's destroyed, and I can't play anything else for my turn. But here we are. I'm going to go ahead and attack with my Medusa chick because Medusas are awesome. There's another shield, obviously, because why would there not be a shield? It's going to go ahead and get himself 1 gauge. I attack with my spear, but right here, I noticed this after I rewatched the recording. He gave himself the gauge, but after I attacked with the spear, he totally forgot to give himself the 2 damage from the spear. Looking back, I totally should have called him on it, but I completely forgot about it. So, it's whatever. I really should have been paying more attention. He plays that Extreme Sword Dragon. Gonna get that 3 damage, which hurts, but I just now got under my initial starting 10 life, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm still at a pretty huge advantage right now, so I'm really not worried about anything. I draw into my Hound. Playing the Hound right here was actually a misplay on my part. I wasn't paying attention. I should have played the guy that has 2 critical, but it's whatever. Duel's already over. I attack pretty much with everything that I have. I want to keep him defanged. He's only got 1 card left in his hand. Even if that's a monster, he's not going to be able to do too much against me, so I go ahead and clear his field to deal some damage. I'm still keeping with my best 2 out of 3 roll. And there he is, drawing another monster. Totally expected that to happen. He plays Thousand Rapier, and he attacks. It doesn't really matter what he attacks with here. I kind of planned around him only playing 1 monster, so I kept that card in my hand to nullify the damage, and there we go. Right here, he lets me know that he's going to get his actual deck and come back and fight me again, and you're definitely going to get to see what happens in part 2. If you like this video, then please leave me a like. Those things really do help me out. Leave me a comment telling me what you think about the duel or what you want me to do next, and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Kudou news. These are actually really easy to make, and I'm enjoying them, so this could become a legitimate daily thing. But that can't happen without your guys' feedback. Need to know what you guys are into. Stay tuned for part 2 and see if aichiblader's next deck is enough to take out Survival of the Fittest. I mean, it's got a 4-win streak. How could it not immediately beat every other deck? We'll just have to see.